medical misinformation. Today we are going to talk about that. Now, it's so common to a point where now definitely need to talk about it. And I've seen this, and I'm sure you've seen this. People or someone wearing a white coat in public transport or somewhere we have like a mass of people. They'll claim that they have a drug that will treat so many diseases. I remember I was in a matatu somewhere, and that person was claiming that he had a drug that will treat 95 diseases, and it's purely made from spinach. Spinach. Literally spinach. Now, that was not even intimidating. The fact that, okay, anyway, let's not even go there. So the person goes ahead to try to tell you that, hey, even have a book on how you can be able to prepare this at your own place. And he was selling that book also. The drug was going for 100 Kenyan shillings. The book was going for 200 Kenyan shillings. But if you so happened, mind you, that was on offer. So if you so happen to follow that person to their office to buy either the book or even the drug, they would charge 2,000 Kenyan shillings. That was it. He was claiming that. So this is marketing. Now, if spinach cannot cure all those diseases, why is it so easy for people to just go there and try to convince you that it will do that? Okay, yeah, we definitely know the role of vegetables, fruits in the health of an individual, but the way they are claiming that it will cure so many diseases will mislead a lot of people. Now, what made me kind of be concerned was the fact that I was coming from Kenyatta National Hospital going to town, and that area has a lot of those people because you know what, that's a catchment area, and they have so many people who are either going to hospital because maybe they usually attend their clinics there. We have others who are coming there because definitely Kenya is a referral hospital, so they are going there to get treatment. Others are just going there up and down, and they are so frustrated because, you know, public hospitals definitely is one of those. The lines, the queues, so they are frustrated. So when they are going to town or coming to Kenya, when you tell that person that you can sell them a drug that will take care of their hypertension or whatever disease they are suffering from, what will stop that person from buying your drug at 50 shillings and then going back all the way home to Vihiga? I'm not saying that those people don't have medical information, but I'm giving just an example. Going all the way back there, sitting down, taking your drugs, and still, you know, it's usually better when the disease is detected and started maybe the treatment is started as early as possible. If that person is still being delayed from the treatment because of the information that you gave that person, are you not contributing to maybe them dying sooner or something? Because that information is very inaccurate. One, I so happened to buy one of their books, and whatever the information was that was there cannot be verified. There's no research, there's nothing, there's no reference. The only thing they are saying is it treats so many diseases, and this is how you are going to prepare that drug. I so agree that if you take care of your health using the locally available fruits, okay, let's talk about the diet. If you eat a good diet every time and you take care of your health, preventive measures are usually better than, you know, treating whatever that will come after, especially the lifestyle diseases. Now, if that person is taking care of that, now, okay, that person goes home. Maybe whatever that person was being troubled from was something like cancer. Let's talk about maybe cancer. It's something very common. And that person, by that time, maybe they were feeling unwell. That cancer was in stage 1, less than. Wow. That at that point, if you so happen to like go to a hospital, get good treatment, chances of you extending your life extremely well is extremely high. Now, tell that person to go home, and after going home, they take the drug, and they so think that, oh, yeah, I'm not going to die today, so I got a drug which was very cheap, and after several days, that cancer it continued progressing. So maybe it might psychologically you might feel that I'm feeling well, which is a trick that maybe your brain might be playing on you. Cancer is still developing. Now, after several days, then, or several months, or several years, then you'll feel that you are unwell. You need to go back to the hospital, a proper hospital this time. You go, you queue, you get tested, and they confirm that you have cancer, which is in level 4. Now, that chances are minimal. Okay, I don't like to talk about this because it's a discouraging factor, especially to those who are listening to me, and maybe they have cancer which is at stage 4 or something. But it's usually very hard if you treat the cancer when it's still young, very, very in early stages. Chances are extremely high that you are going to recover from that. But if you let yourself maybe get overwhelmed by that cancer, or maybe it's discovered late, the chances are quite low. Anyway, away from that, that's the one of the misinformation, which is, it usually bugs me when I see someone standing there giving false hope to people who should have gone to a proper hospital, get medication, and chances would have been higher that they could have recovered from whatever they are suffering from. Now, scratch that, people. Now, we have those other, okay, they fall in the same category. Those who are trying to maybe convince you that you're eating poison in your house. We have those that will use Coca-Cola bottle, whatever, and they'll put, okay, let me talk about that people, the category of doctors. They claim that they can clean your body using a single tablet that will cost maybe 200 shillings. I'm sure you remember potassium, was it potassium permanganate? I'm a little bit rusty, but my chemistry is so basic to a point where I remember that thing when you put in water, a salt grain size, you put in water, shake it a little bit, it will almost look like a pinkish reddish. So that person will say, hey, this is what they usually put in that soda. So what you need to do, because this is after they've done the magic. They put salt, whatever, everything there, and then you have fire. And then they say, hey, this is what usually happen in your body. And then they go ahead and put something in that bottle where they've put potassium permanganate. And then I'm sure you remember we were talking about reduction and oxidation, whereby the color will disappear. That's basic. I'm sure if you don't remember, you can just go and Google that. That's almost out there every time. So that person will be very convincing, and especially for those people who don't understand what's happening behind the scenes, to a point where they'll buy that drug. So that person is not interested in your health. They're interested in making the sales, and that's why they usually sell their drugs very cheaply, and they usually try to look into the crowd, read your mind, get to know like how much you can buy for that drug, and then sell at maybe at that price or maybe slightly lower, because they're interested in making money. They are there to make money. This is where I want the government to get in. Anyone who is spreading medical information without a proper reference or something that can be proven, then they need to be subjected to some kind of a punishment or something, because I'm treating a lot of people there that have misinformation that they've gotten from public. I remember there was someone who called me. They were telling me, hey, I bought some drugs from a street somewhere, and they were claiming that they're going to treat my skin condition. And this is my 5th month, and I'm not seeing any change. Now, tell me how aloe vera, yeah, it's one of the best. It's good. I don't neglect that. It's totally one of the best. If you can be able to get that using that regularly, so it's very good. But tell me how that will treat something like a fungal infection that's on your skin. That will not. Even if you take one rollie of aloe vera, you grind them, you drink some of them, and then you start smearing your body with the rest, that's not going to treat us. So you have to go to a hospital, get something that is antifungal, either eat, drink, or smear your body with that, something that's formulated and specialized into treating that fungal disease. Now, that's another misinformation out there. Someone decided to go and consume that information and use that information that is not even verified. Yeah, makes me sad. Now, let's talk about something else that happened, and I'm sure everyone, 95% of those people who were born by that time must, okay, even those that are born right now should have known that we had somewhere people are going in Uganda called Roriondo. Roriondo, people are being told that there was a doctor. They call them professors, doctors, etc. That person was claiming that they have some magic water that will treat so many diseases, any kind of a disease in your body. So we had people coming all the way from Isiolo, from almost Boni Forest, others from Ethiopia going through Kenya all the way to Uganda to go and get treated using that magic water. So you just get there. Okay, even I have a relative. By then I was a little bit young. I couldn't have like a say, but right now I have. Right now they can listen to what I'm telling them. So that time I was young, and I could see that this is just a story. Okay, yeah, people are claiming, hey, we take water and we get healed, yeah, from a disease. Now we had so many people who are on HIV. Sadly, because I know one, I not even one, I've had so many stories, because in hospital you usually get so many of those stories. They so decided to go there because if I take a glass of water from that person, I'll get treated, I'll get cured. So they so happened to rush there. They went, they took that water, and then coming back to Kenya, they said no, because I've taken that drug, and they kind of were instructed not to take any medicine from whatever. So they were not taking any drug. You remember, when you're taking ARVs, usually suppress the viral load to a point where you feel okay. Even your immunity is so high to a point you cannot get those opportunistic diseases. Yeah, so they dropped the ARVs now, feeling that, hey, I've taken the water, I'm not healed. So what happens after several months? They start developing opportunistic infections. So what is this supposed to tell you? That is AIDS. That's HIV, that the infection graduating all the way to the syndrome itself. That's now the AIDS. Anyway, I can feel someone asking what the difference between HIV and AIDS. HIV is the virus that usually causes the infection. So when you have HIV, you might be just under an infection. And I remember there was a time I was giving the difference between a disease and an infection. Being infected does not mean that you're sick. You're just only harboring the pathogen. No, in this case, we're talking about HIV. So that virus is in you, in your body. So if you so happen to not control whatever pathological effects that virus will give to your body, and you just sit down, it will come a point where now the viruses are so high to a point where they've killed most of your white blood cells, and your body is being exposed to some of the diseases out there, like something as simple as influenza can easily kill you. So that's when you have AIDS, the syndrome. Now people are coming back to the hospital with AIDS, full-blown AIDS. Now you'll have to start now recommending to them. They'll have to skip several regimes of ARVs to a point where the ARVs done the work. If you have AIDS, you'll have to be in a very aggressive ARV regime so that it reduces the copies, the viral load, to a point where now your body can be able to regenerate the white blood cells again. Because if you have so many of them, the white blood cells will be depleted. They'll die. Most of them will be killed by HIV because of the various mechanisms HIV uses to multiply in your body. So one of them is killing the white blood cells. Now they were coming back with that AIDS. Some has in Kaposi sarcoma. yeah, talking about that now, it's sad state. So they went to a point where they were believing that that will be a treatment. Okay, I understand them. When you're sick, you're so desperate to a point where you can just do anything to just be okay, to just feel that you are healthy, to gain your health back. Unfortunately, even money cannot buy that right now. It can only give you access to a higher standard of treatment, but it's very not so easy to like buy health. If you're sick, you'll have to like get taken care of until you get rid of that disease. Yeah, so I have so many stories from hospitals, and most of them usually are funny because people will tell you what they've done to a point where by the last time they feel that whatever they were doing is not working. That's when they come to a hospital. So usually at a point where the person, the disease has progressed to a point where now it become a little bit harder to treat, or it will take a lot of time or a lot of resources to treat. Sometimes health can be very expensive and time taking. So that's why most of the people, before they show up to a hospital, they've tried so many other things out there. But trust me, go to a hospital, and when you go there, don't just take a drug, even if that's recommended by a doctor. Get to like have a proof of why they're treating that. For example, if they're treating something using an antibiotic, and I've seen that, I'm saying this, I'm kind of an ambassador of antimicrobial resistance. We should be running away from that. Now make sure at least they know what they are treating. Don't go to a hospital and you are told that, hey, we are going to treat typhoid this time. In case that does not resolve, we are going to treat malaria next time. No. Don't. Let them treat what they definitely know is exactly is the trouble with you. Yeah, so that was kind of a rant for me. I don't know. Yeah. And I have so many stories from the hospital settings, and I think we should talk about them so that at least we get to better understand our health, and we get wiser together. So if you are getting value from my videos, give us a like, a sub, share to those people who you think will be interested, and also make sure you ring the notification bell because I have so much lined up for you.